Joining us now from Washington is retired Colonel and ABC News contributor Steve Ganyard, who served in the Pentagon and as a fighter pilot. Steve, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Paula.
So this launch is significant because the U.S. has an aircraft carrier in waters nearby, but this is their third launch this month alone. What can you tell us about this particular missile? I believe they're dubbing it a carrier killer.
Yeah, Paul, this is interesting because this is a missile that we saw for the first time in that parade a couple weeks ago in Pyongyang. One of the things that they noticed is that there were guidance fins on the back of this. As this parade went by, they could look very closely and see that it had guidance fins. It's also a shorter range missile, so analysts think that this is intended to attack U.S. aircraft carriers. So Kim Jong-un has been very careful here not to launch a long-range missile or to do a nuclear test in a way that would be provocative to the point that the Trump administration would put new economic sanctions in place. So they will continue to test, they'll continue to develop these missiles, but this missile in and of itself was not especially provocative.
Steve, interesting noises coming out of the Trump administration. On the one hand, you got the president warning of potentially a major conflict. On the other hand, you got the Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, saying just yesterday that the U.S. may be willing to engage in direct talks with North Korea. Do you actually see that kind of direct talk happening?
That's one of the things the U.S. has resisted for years. Both Democratic and Republican presidents have resisted that. They want to make this it's a regional problem, and so we've wanted to keep it as a regional discussion. But I think what you saw yesterday from Secretary Tillerson is a little bit of softening. He was quite clear to say we don't want regime change. We just want something that would look like a freeze. So they'll continue to ramp up the diplomatic pressure. We see that the Vinson carrier group is moving into the area, so the military pressure continues to get ramped up. But the real cards here that the administration and all of the UN has to play are the economic cards, and we should see those rolled out in the days to come.
China, a key part of that. Steve Ganyard, thank you very much for your analysis.